Aviation expert, retired flight captain Firoz Khimji, with over 45 years experience, has called for a temporary suspension of Uganda Airlines operations to allow for a comprehensive management overhaul. Since last year, Uganda Airlines has faced persistent reports of operation mismanagement and poor governance. The recent months have seen repeated flight disruptions, with delays stretching from hours to days, often without timely communication to passengers. Challenges in acquiring spare parts have further compounded operational setbacks. The situation was compounded with gaps in recruiting technical staff. Over the last year, the media has been awash with reports of persistent and increasing mismanagement of operations and poor governance, dismissing the defenses of the current CEO. How did we get to this?
How we arrived at this point is very much informed by how we started in the first place, right from inception. And in my view, of course, with all due respect to those who were involved in starting up the airline, why was it a non-starter? Because of the choice of aircraft, which really were not in keeping with what is being operated in our immediate region by our competitors like Kenya Airways, Ethiopian, Air Tanzania, Rwanda, etc. The entire human resource setup, and if you don't use merit, especially in an industry as sensitive as the aviation industry, which is highly safety sensitive, it has huge revenue flows in terms of hundreds of millions of dollars that flow through it. Therefore, accountability becomes an issue.
Reports also indicate that last month, government directed the Criminal Investigations Directorate of Police, State House Anti-Corruption Unit to probe the airline's management. An internal memo has been circulating ahead of an advert for a new chief executive officer. Captain Khimji says the airline erred by purchasing aircraft outright instead of leasing, a happening which limited resources for maintenance and ground operations.
We went in to buy brand new aeroplanes off the factory floor to the tune of $750 million plus cash outlay straight off before we even start operations. That is not a very smart thing to do for a small startup, because you need the larger chunk of your revenues to make big contracts, fuel contracts, supplies for fuel, supplies for engineering services.
On the other hand, procuring aircraft types not widely used in the region complicated access to spare parts.
Commonality of aircraft types. For instance, we went in for a Bombardier, which is only a 76-seater aeroplane. What do our neighbors operate around here? For instance, Kenya Airways, an aeroplane which is 2.5 times the capacity. So are we even being able to compete against that? Can you see the disparity already here? If you have any issues like a technical breakdown anywhere in the region and you need a spare part badly, your neighbor who's operating the same type may have that spare part.
In our Part 2 series on Wednesday, we shall discuss the way forward on redeeming the image of the national carrier and whether the exit of the outgoing CEO, Jennifer Bamuturachi, opens up a new chapter of proper management of the airline. Crispus Arenitwe, UBC News.